Hello everybody, welcome to what should be a January vlog, or the first 2 weeks of January, that is. Len says welcome as well. Oh, he's coming. I'm trying to talk. Len is also in the audience. So welcome to January. It's not going great, that's all I'm going to say. And you'll see, the only thing that I'm doing good at so far is vegetarian January. Everything else I would consider slacking, just a little bit. Please don't knock that. Oh. Yeah, not going super great if I'm honest. I think there's a problem with productivity when you have to change your whole timetable again. And then I know it's going to change again in February, and then it's going to change again in March with work and uni. But I'm trying my best. Not feeling the most motivated ever, but hopefully things will only get better. But here's the reality of the first 2 weeks of January, when you tell yourself you're going to do all these a million brilliant things and then none of that ever happens. Well, I thought I would just do a little check-in of how first week of vegetarian January is going. Still haven't decided a name for it yet, but I think we're just gonna have to stick with vegetarian January so no one gets it confused, because I'm definitely not doing Veget-anuary. Well, first day, tomato oil and buffalo mozzarella pasta is what I had. That was because I'm very hungover. I've definitely drank way too much on New Year's Eve, and so I didn't actually get out of bed till about 7 o'clock.
Oh my god!
In that evening, I was so ill. So hungover. No way I was eating very much on that day. Had a nice little egg mayo sandwich with some quavers on the next day, and then me and Jack actually got a takeaway, but we got the volcano boxes from Taco Bell, which are usually what we get. Just changed the meat option for black beans, and it was really nice actually. Really enjoyed it. I forgot to take any pictures of it though, because we were watching films and just enjoying ourselves. It was really nice though, really enjoyed that. I had a cheesy bean jacket potato, which was also good, and then me and mum had gone for a curry that evening. The curry was really nice actually. I have made other vegetarian masala, tikka masala kind of things. I used to make it a lot in first year at uni, which is why I decided to have that. That was really good, and then I had leftovers, which was even better because then I could eat them the next day. A running theme, I must say, is quavers. I've eaten a lot of quavers, I have to say, but they're just my favourite crisps. They're vegetarian and they're relatively low in calories, so plenty of them. And then I had a spinach and ricotta pizza that evening with a garlic dip, which was also really nice. Like, I went to Rudy's a couple of weeks ago and I had a pizza which had I'm never going to try to pronounce it, but I'll put it on the screen, the sausage. And obviously I'm not going to be eating sausage in a minute, but that, and they had a garlic dip. Oh, it was so good.
Nice.
And I've been on a bit of a pizza high since then, even though I don't really like pizza. I must say the pizza without the dip would have been pretty bland and I wouldn't have enjoyed it very much, but I mean, it was a bit more exciting than just a plain cheese and tomato, so I'll take it. I did have the day after. Oh, crumpets and quavers. I'll be surprised. But that evening I did have a really nice roast dinner. We had everything on there on my plate at least, except the roast chicken. So there was like the parsnips, like honey glazed, carrots, broccoli, really good roast potatoes that my dad makes, and the Yorkshire pudding. Real simple. Unfortunately though, I did have to have some chicken gravy.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Sue me, I know, I'm sorry, but I could not have gravy on a Sunday dinner, and my dad doesn't exactly have many options for vegetarian gravy, obviously, I did expect. So when I get back to York, I'm sure I can make some kind of dinner like that and have a meat-free gravy option, so I'll be fine. And yesterday, spinach and ricotta back again, but in tortellini form. Really tasty. I ate a massive portion of it, and I had apple and raspberry protein yogurts that day. I was I had a massive appetite, which I think has definitely helped my functioning with a vegetarian January, because like I did go to the shop once and I was looking at the sandwiches in Tesco, really craving the meal deal, and honestly my brain said get that ham and cheese sub, but I said no. Listen to me, brain, I'm not doing it. You're not going to convince me right now to break my fast, if that's what we're going to call it. So I didn't, and that's when I went and made the egg mayo sandwich, which was really nice. So maybe win-win for my bank account and proof that I have self-control. No, I don't have any self-control. But yesterday I made a hash, like potato hash with peppers and onions and then some fried eggs, which is definitely a good way to end the week. I did film it just so mostly you could see how delicious the eggs were, because they were just like perfectly runny, honestly. So proud of myself for that one. It's really tasty. I've got leftovers, so I'm definitely going to eat that again for day 8, if I'm honest. But yeah, first week, pretty solid going. Hadn't had too many cravings or a want to really break the cycle. Like, I've been really happy with myself. So we'll just have to see how next week goes. I thought I would do a little check-in for week 2 of Vegetarian January. But basically it's been great. I haven't given in to any gravy yet, which is really good. But overall, I wouldn't say it's been the healthiest week. I finally got back to the gym. Thought after 4 weeks of not being that, a great way to start would be legs, which I was wrong. I actually ended up feeling really sick and I had to leave. I felt so sick and a bit dizzy. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. So I ended up having to get a meal deal. And for a lot of the other days, I weren't eating particularly well. Like most days I had like pasta, pizzas. I did also have a McDonald's at one point, which I did mainly because I wanted my little discount. I had like a 15% code on the app, but then it wouldn't even work at the shop, so I was kind of sad about that. Yeah, I had another I had pizza, pasta, burger, leftover for most weeks. Not great. But when I did come home, so the 12th, the 13th and today the 14th, I have made my own food at home, which I've been happy with. So I made homemade veg soup with pasta, which was really nice. that day I had some granola with Greek yogurt, which I did again today. And I made mixed bean chili yesterday with some rice, which was really nice. I have egg mayo and cress today, and I had it yesterday, but I was going to make the same as I did yesterday, but obviously I didn't end up making it home to eat. I actually ate at the Morrison's. And we'll see what the third week is going to bring us, but I've got some more nice homemade meal plans, kind of. I'm going to make the halloumi burgers tonight, which I haven't got around to yet. But I'm going to make them with bagels, because bagels are easiest. I would prefer like a brioche, but Jack doesn't like brioche bread. And I've just got some of those potato wedges that you, like the shake and cook ones, like from whatever they're called, them. But the gym has been great as well. So today I did arms.
Oh, brother, this...
Feeling so strong. Which was a good day back, but yesterday I had to tap out. So I'm probably going to go again tomorrow.
She in fact did not go the next day, or the day after that. All she did was lay in bed until lunchtime.
So I thought we'd just do a bit of a mid-January review on the vision board, since that's kind of how I'm motivating myself and getting myself to do these things this year. In terms of passing my driving test, obviously haven't done that. Have I done any theory practice yet either? Also no, unfortunately, but I will do. I will get around to it. I'm just like kind of struggling with figuring out how to incorporate all of these different things into my daily lifestyle, especially like right now in January it's going to be one way, but as soon as work starts back up again, end of February, March, I'm going to have to rechange that. Like, I mean, all of January is going to be this way. 11th of February, everyone goes back to uni, so it's going to be that way. I'm going to have to change my daily schedules again, and then in March it'll change again because work will be open, uni will be on, and I'll still be trying to do all these things. So trying to balance that is going to be a little bit difficult, but I think maybe I'll get it done with. Like, it's just about holding yourself like accountable and not wasting your day, I guess, laying in bed. But I'm really struggling with that because that's all I want to do, really. Yeah, no, I haven't passed my driving test and I haven't started any theories, which I will start, hopefully. No, I also haven't practiced latte art, but I can't do that till work's back up. And have I been happy this week? Yeah, I would say so. I think I've been pretty cheerful. Today I did a good thing. My friend started the same gym as me, so when I was there, I had to give her a little tour. I showed her around, which was nice. So speaking of the gym, today was my second day back to that. On Monday, yesterday, I did go. I made it there about 10 o'clock, which I was quite impressed with myself because I really struggled to get out of bed, again, as I've already said. But I went in with legs, and now that was a brave choice because leg day is the hardest in my opinion, especially if you've had 4 weeks off, maybe even 5 weeks, to be honest. That wasn't great, if I'm honest, and I definitely should have eaten before I went, but I'm so used to like eating a late breakfast lunchtime kind of thing. I thought I would be fine. I felt really sick. I felt very, very sick, so I was like, I should probably go home. But I did a couple more things, but yeah, I felt dizzy and sick, so I left. Not great yesterday, but today was much better. Again, I got there late, like maybe 11:30, 11:45, which is definitely later than I prefer to go because it's busier, but again, I'm struggling to get out of bed, and I keep waking up early because Jack gets up and then I can't go back to sleep. So like that hour extra I would sleep in compared to him is ending up being like 2 because it takes me an hour to get back to sleep and I'm still tired. Yeah, that's the gym. Masters Fund is also going very well. I'm 2/3 of the way to my savings at the minute, which is really cool. Yeah, like 2/3, maybe even 3/4 potentially. Pretty good. I did put £350 into my savings for it this month of December. I haven't got my January paycheck yet, so no money's gone in yet, but hopefully I'll be able to put a similar amount in. Ideally I need to be putting £340 in at least a month to reach my end goal, but I won't have a paycheck February or March because work will have been closed. So some months, maybe not this month, but later down towards summer, I'm gonna have to like double the amount I put in because I need to make up for the fact that I didn't get a paycheck for 2 months. Yeah, I'd say this month so far is pretty expensive. Somehow I've already spent quite a lot of money, more than I would have ideally have liked to spend, and it's only middle of the month and I've got 10 days till payday, so fingers crossed the next 10 days are not going to be expensive days, but we'll see. In terms of creativity, I've actually done quite a lot of things. I got into doing Zentangles when I was at home. Which was really fun. I haven't done any painting, and unfortunately my ghost dreams haven't come true, and I haven't done any clay work. But I've done some reading. I read one full book for my dissertation. Well, I'm working on my literature review and I've got 4 books to read in 4 weeks. So I finished one of them, so I need to finish the second book this week. I read the first chapter yesterday, which is pretty good, but I need to read faster than that. Otherwise I'm going to be really deep reading all weekend, which I don't really want to be doing. Update I have. A lot of the other stuff is not really applicable at the minute. Like, obviously I haven't graduated and obviously I haven't got into my degree masters yet, but I have started the application. I started the application last week. Looking at it, it seems quite complicated. I've got to have 2 examples of work to hand in, which is going to be difficult because they have to relate to the masters, and I don't think I have a ton of work specifically to do with that masters, mostly my dissertation, which obviously you can't hand in. So I'm going to maybe have to look to see if I can change some of my presentations and things into some kind of written work, but we'll tackle that in February. Pretty good so far, mid-month. We'll see how it continues. I just thought I would come on here and talk about how unproductive I'm feeling, to be honest. If you see this nice bed over there, I literally just got myself out of it from laying back down for 3 more hours. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I just feel so stuck in a way. Like, I know there's so much I need to be doing, and it's not like it's stuff I don't want to do. I like the reading for my dissertation because I like the topic, but there's some way like the pressure of it is like stopping me from starting, if that makes sense. You know, and it's like I went to the gym this afternoon, after I'd already had to drag myself out of bed, and that felt like such an achievement. That then, after I'd like got changed and had to shower and everything, I was like, I just don't want to do anything else today. But like, I don't have the time. Like, I'm not afforded the time to be doing that. Like, the dissertation's due on something like the 10th of May. I haven't actually started writing anything yet. Like, I've made a plan and I know what I want to do. And it's like seeing this strict timing is even making it almost harder to convince myself to start. And I read that one book and I loved it. Like, simultaneously, the like enthusiasm and energy is just lacking severely right now. And I'm not really sure what it is, if I'm honest. I think partly of it is a little bit, it's December and it's cold. Like, I've come back home from my parents to York and it's freezing in the house. It feels dark all the time. I mean, today was nice, it's a bit sunnier than it has been, but I just feel so unmotivated and like I just want to, I hate saying it, but rot in bed. Like, I know my tricks and techniques, I know what I'm doing. I know how I'm trying to be sly with myself, but then simultaneously I can't because I know my tricks. How I'm working towards my 2025 vision board, but vision board be down to lay in bed and do nothing and close my eyes, and that's how I'm feeling at the minute. I'm not going to pretend I'm not. I am actually tremendously miserable and oftentimes depressed. That's the reality of being a 21-year-old girl, unfortunately. But like, I'm saying this now and I'm saying this to you, that it's okay to be that person sometimes, but you can't be that person forever. So I'm gonna go into town because I want to go for a walk, get some fresh air, go outside for a bit. I think that would be good for me. Mental health walk? Yeah, maybe. I want to go to Primark because everybody and their cousin has sent me the Primark Twilight pyjamas.
I was unconditionally and irrevocably in love with him.
and I don't really need any new pyjamas, but I love anything Twilight related. Hopefully my levels of enthusiasm that I had last night after having a look through the Masters programme and seeing that one of the books on the module for the Masters is when I'm reading, hopefully that enthusiasm will come through again and I can do some more reading when I come back, but we'll see. Not promising anything. So I'm currently devastated because it doesn't look like they have it, but they do have the 2 long sleeve black t-shirts which I tried to get the other week, like the one I'm wearing. So I'm going to get them, but there's none. So if anybody, personal Primark, has the Twilight pyjamas in Team Wedward in size medium, please get them for me and I will transfer you the money right now because I'm really sad. So I know I do a lot of moaning and I have done quite a bit of moaning in this video, and yeah, this week particularly I've been in a bad mood, not gonna lie, but I've just had a look at some more stuff to do with uni. Like the other day when I had a look at the Masters programme, because I do archaeology, currently saving money to apply, and I have started my application for my Masters in prehistory and human origins, which I'm really excited about, my favourite thing ever. When I was looking through the modules and I realised that this book, this is why I got onto it, because I was reading this right now, which is one of the main books recommended on the module, like, to read. So I was like, sick, and that really made me feel enthusiastic. And at the minute, my partner and my friends, who are also not in archaeology but applying for summer schools and experience just to get more under the belt. And yeah, in fairness, they do biology, sciences, definitely more opportunities for science and that kind of area for getting to do summer experience, which makes sense. I mean, York has tons to do with science, like they have a full lab basically dedicated, like CNAP dedicated to doing science with the students and giving people experience. And archaeology, you'd think being like something like the 8th best university to study archaeology in the UK, you know, you'd think great opportunities, and honestly there's not a lot of opportunities. I already knew that, having looked last year and being in the same position as I was this year, which is on a good week I work 30 hours alongside university, and I can't just afford to take 6 weeks off to go and excavate. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm sure I'm not the only person who also can't take 6 weeks off to go and excavate. Let me just put you down there while I talk, because then my hand won't be shaking. But basically, I thought, oh, I'll have a little look. You know, Jack's applying for his things, he's talking to me about these applications. I want to get some experience. Like, yeah, where I work is a heritage sector, so that's always nice, but food and beverage is hardly prehistory, do you know what I mean? But point being, I want some experience. What are they offering? And, you know, they sent out a really lovely email today with some experience, and it's just really solidified for me once again that unless you go out of your way, in fairness, you might say, well, you should be going out of your way if you care that much. Potentially going out of your way to email individual members of staff just on the off chance that they might have some work going. There's not really much official experience to be done. I mean, they've sent out a Greek field school opportunity, great. So I, you know, open the tab, let's have a look. Oh, brilliant, we got excavations in Greece, Nicopolis, excavation, bioarchaeology through the Greek Ministry of Culture, would look sick on UCV, aim to educate and inspire younger generations, advocate for collaborative excellence and create equal opportunity of involvement. Wow, sounds great. Whatever, they do have a scholarship, but I'm not eligible.
Fetch me their soul!
But the application, let's have a look. How much would it cost you? Oh yeah, that's right, €2,990. Now, I don't know the exact conversion to pounds, but
as someone trying to save £9 to do a master's, I ain't just got another £3 sitting around, and I also haven't got 6 weeks to take off of work this summer. To apply, so well, that's down the drain. Sick. Thanks for the opportunity. Oh, what's this other really lovely little one they've given us? Oh yeah, let's go do some work in Oxford Bursary Scheme. That sounds interesting, and get to work at Oxford Museum of Natural History. Now, I was genuinely interested in this. I mean, I was genuinely interested in the other one. But again, these are 5 to 6 weeks long, where you have to go down there, which, I mean, York to Oxford, pretty sizable distance. Granted, they do give you a bursary to go towards accommodation, cover travel costs, living expensive. Sounds beautiful, but again, I can't just take 6 weeks out of work. And it's just like, I appreciate why there's not really a lot of choice or a lot of option here, but it's just increasingly frustrating when there's not things available that maybe are just like short, you know. Like, I did an excavation once with Dig Ventures, which I really recommend, but super expensive. I was really lucky that my mum and dad paid for it for me as like an 18th birthday present, but nobody in their right mind as a student would have the money to afford to go do a weekend of digging with them, which again could be anywhere in the country. So I mean, I was down in Gloucestershire, which was excellent, really great experience, loved it, but as a student now, I won't be able to afford to do it. And it was great for the short amount of time it was just a weekend, you know. And I think we need more opportunities like that, because otherwise most people in my department, if they're in a similar situation to me, they're not going to get any opportunities to write on the CVs for applying for stuff, and it's really frustrating because it doesn't make us any less passionate or whatever. It's just the experience and the opportunities are not there or suited. I can't live month by month paycheck next year and just fuck it, let me spend £3 on a Greece trip and lose my job. It's just not really a feasible thing, and I hate to be a moaner and a ranter. I'm sure, you know, like, you know, I'm being told by certain people, you know, oh, you just have to talk to the right people, find the right... Why is it that difficult? Why is it so hard to get experience? Why can they not see that you've chosen to be here? Like, the people here are the people who want the experience, so why do you have to go out of your way to be told about it? Or why is it you can go out of your way and still not get anything suitable for you? It's just really disappointing. I would love if there was some kind of, like, I don't know, weekend. You don't even have to be in York, I know. Most people could afford a weekend away. I think even me, I could probably afford to pay 2 nights in a cheap hotel if it meant that I could go get some experience somewhere in the country. But I just really wish there was more feasible, accessible opportunities for people who care, but don't have £3 sitting around or 6 weeks to take out of work. It's really infuriating, because I'm passionate and I'm sure other people are in the same position as me, and I love my degree, I love the uni, I love it all, but I just find it a bit disappointing that there aren't all these opportunities, and, you know, it's just not easy, is basically what I'm saying, and maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe that's what weeds the people who don't really care as much out of the competition, but yeah, that's how I'm feeling about that anyways. But I'm having a good time reading this. It's really interesting. It's not like any of the other books I've read so far, because unlike the other books, it's not referenced like every page. It's not a paper style like the other one I read by Pettit. Every other sentence is a reference. There's no references. Sykes said, no references, babe. You know what I'm talking about. You know who I mean. We don't need to talk about my appearance right now, or how grey the sky is. It literally couldn't be greyer. Not quite 9 o'clock. I'm on my way to the gym. It's going to be a good day, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Well, I'm all dressed
to go outside, re-scrunched my hair so it's curly again, put some makeup on for the first time since New Year's, finally put some earrings in, which again, haven't done that since New Year's either. Put a little outfit on, not really that impressive, but dungarees, long sleeve, some Converse, which are mucky, but we don't need to talk about that. Yeah, I'm gonna go for some lunch with some friends. Should be nice. Gonna go to drifting. Only been once before, but really liked it. Let's have a coffee, have a chit chat, have a catch up because I haven't seen them since before Christmas. So no, I didn't do any reading when I got back yesterday. I was maybe a little bit too enthusiastic and a little bit too optimistic that I wouldn't feel like shit in the evening. Unfortunately, ended up with a whopper headache, had to lay down in my favourite spot right over there. I laid down for a bit longer and then I felt horrendously sick. Like, I actually had to go sit with my head over the toilet bowl just in case for a little period of time. So it wasn't until about 1 AM that I actually felt like good, but at that point it was bedtime. So I went to bed and I woke up this morning, 10 o'clock, feeling dandy, washed my hair, which I'm happy about. I did have to wash it over the bath because the shower was cold, and I already had a horrible experience this week of being a full body conditioner in the hair, soap on the body, and the shower going cold. And as you can imagine, dreadful experience. So to avoid that, just wash my hair over the bath, but confirmed to myself I'm actually 21 going 75 because my back and my like knees and shins, like from being hunched, no, not gonna do that again. Now that I've washed my hair, feeling a bit better about myself, feeling refreshed, I think I'm gonna do some reading. Considered going to Spoons to do said reading, but I'm supposed to go to Spoons this evening to see a friend. We're gonna have some drinks and a little catch up because again, someone else I haven't seen since before Christmas. But I just, like, is that too long in Spoons in one day? Are the staff gonna actually think I'm one of those people, like, you know, we all know him, sits in the corner with his John Smiths. Is that who they think I am? Like, I mean, I wasn't gonna go and drink this morning if I go. Bottomless coffees. Seems like a great idea. But yeah, it's like, is that too long in Spoons in one day to go again this evening? I don't know. So we'll see. I'm gonna wait till my hair is dry enough that I feel comfortable going outside because I hate having wet hair when I'm outdoors. Ugh, I hate the feeling. So we'll see. But either way, some reading will be done today.